There it is.
Got it. Go.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It's good to be with you live from Congregation or Tzion. I'm Rabbi David Klatzker, the transitional senior rabbi this year. I moved here from California only yesterday. And this evening it took me about 45 minutes to find out where I had packed my socks. But pretty soon I'll know where everything is, and I thank you all for your very warm welcome to Scottsdale. The cantor is going to start us off with a nigun. Page 4, we greet Shabbat with Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharei, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharei, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Hai hai, Boachem L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu, Nila Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Hai, Tzedchem L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ya-na-na-na-na, ya-na-na-na-na, ya-na-na-na, ya-na-na-na-na, ya-na-na-na, ya-na-na-na-na, 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 ya-na-na-na, ya-na-na-na-na.
Page 5, Yedid Nefesh. continue with Psalm 95 on page 8, Lechuna Ranana.
Lehuneranena ladonai nari aletzor yishenu nekadma fana betoda bismiro nari alo kiel gadol Adonai umelech gadol al kol Elohim asher biyado meknei aretz to'afot tarim lo asher lo hayam behu asahu viyabesh et yadav yatzaru bo nishtachaveh v'nichra'a nivrecha livnei Adonai Yoseinu ki hu Eloheinu anachnu aman ito. Arba'im shana akut bedor va'omaram to'e levavhem vehem lo yad'u derachai asher nishbati ve'api im yevo'un el menuchati.
Page 10, Shiru Adonai, sing unto God a new song.
Shiru Adonai, Shiru Shir Chadash, Shiru Adonai, Kol Haaretz. Shiru Adonai, Shiru Shir Chadash, Shiru Adonai, Kol Haaretz. Shiru Adonai, Baruch Hu Shemo, Basru miyom leyom Yeshuato. Shiru Adonai, Baruch Hu Shemo, Basru miyom leyom Yeshuato. Shiru Adonai, Shiru Shir Chadash, Shiru Adonai, Kol Haaretz. Shiru Adonai, Shiru Shir Chadash, Shiru Adonai, Kol Haaretz.
Page 13, Psalm 99, Romamu.
Oh, wow, that's low. Hold on one second. I must have been singing low last week. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu behar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu behar kodsho. Adonai Eloheinu romemu ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehar kodsho. Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehar kodsho.
Page 14, Havu Adonai. If you're able to rise, please do so.
Yai lai lai havu Adonai ve'elim havu Adonai kavod va'oz havu Adonai ve'vod shemo ishtachavu hadrat kodesh kol Adonai ala kavod hiri Adonai amayim rabim kol Adonai harim rabim yai lai lai yalai la lai lai yalai la lai lai yalai la lai lai yalai 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 la lai lai yalai la lai lai yalai la lai lai yalai 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 la lai lai yalai 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 la lai lai yalai la lai lai
You may be seated. We continue with Lachado D, page 17.
Lechado dili katkala yalalai 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela Lechado dili katkala yalalai 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela Shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad Hishmianu el hamiuchad Adonai echad Ushemo echad L'shemu tiferet v'li tehila Lechado dili katkala yalalai 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela Lechado dili katkala yalalai 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela Likrat Shabbat lechu v'necha ki hi mekor habracha merosh v'kedem nesucha sof ma'aseh b'machshavat tchila Lechado dili katkala yalalai 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela Lechado dili katkala yalalai 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela Mikdash melech in melucha kumitzei mitoch ha'afecha Rav machshevet ve'emek habacha vehu yachamo alai chemla Lechado dili katkala yalalai 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela Lechado dili katkala yalalai 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela Yamin u'smol tifrotzi ve'et Adonai ta'aritzi Al yad ish ben partzi v'nizmecha v'nagila Hey! Lechado dili katkala yalalai 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela Lechado dili katkala yalalai 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela Boi v'shalom ateret bala gam b'simcha u'zola toch emunei am segula Boi chala Lechado dili katkala yalalai 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela Lechado dili katkala yalalai 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela
On page 23, the Psalm for Shabbat, The first line says, Tov lahodot ladonai. It's good to thank God. I'd like you to take just a few moments at home and ask everyone in the room with you what good things happened this past week that you want to give thanks for. I'm sure something good happened. Why don't you say at home what it is you're thankful for this week? I'm thankful for the wonderful welcome I received here at Tzion, and many, many people have called and visited and brought food, and it's really been wonderful. Page 23, Mizmor Shir.
Tov lehodot l'Adonai u'zamer l'shimcha elyon. Tov lehodot l'Adonai u'zamer l'shimcha elyon. Lehagid baboker chasdecha ve'emunatcha baleilot. Lehagid baboker chasdecha ve'emunatcha baleilot. Tov lehodot l'Adonai u'zamer l'shimcha elyon. Tov lehodot l'Adonai u'zamer l'shimcha elyon. Lehagid b'aboker chasdecha ve'emunatcha baleilot. Lehagid b'aboker chasdecha ve'emunatcha baleilot. Alei asur v'alei novel. Ma gadlu ma'asecha Adonai me'od amku machshavotecha.
Page 24, Psalm 93.
Adonai malach gehut lavesh, lavesh Adonai oz hitazad, aftikon tevel baltimot, nachon kisacha me'az me'olam ata. Nasu neharot Adonai, nasu neharot kolam, yisu neharot dochyam. Mikolot ma'im rabim, adirim mishpereyam, adir b'marom Adonai, edotecha ne'emnu me'od, leveitcha na'ava kodesh, Adonai leorech yamim.
Page 25, the mourners and those observing the art site rise for Mourners Kaddish. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Amen. V'alma divarach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei. L'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael. Ba'agala u'v'zman kariv v'imru. Amen.
Amen.
Yehei Shmei Rabba mivarach le'olam l'almei almaya. Yiparach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yithalal shemei kudsha brichu. Le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata. Tushbachata v'nechemata damiran bi'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shalom araba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen.
Amen.
Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen.
Amen.
My friends, let me offer a few words before we continue with the service with Baruch Hu. As you know, Rosh Hashanah is September 18th. The high holy days are coming, whether we are ready for them or not. We are right now in the midst of the month of Elul, the month of preparation for the high holy days. So how do we prepare? Many of us get our Rosh Hashanah cards and mail them. Many people will dry their clothing, dry clean their clothing. I always dry clean my talit. You might start planning your Rosh Hashanah menu. Well, here is a suggestion for you. It might sound a bit Buddhist, but it's actually very Jewish. It's called Hitbodedut. Hitbodedut means silent meditation. Rabbi Nachman of Bratslav would go into the forest by himself and meditate for hours every day. He told his followers, who did not have time to go to the forest and meditate, to spend just 5 minutes a day, every day, getting ready for Rosh Hashanah by sitting quietly. Why don't you try it? You're at home because of the pandemic. But there must be a room in your house or a balcony or patio or backyard where you can escape for 5 minutes. A place with no TV or laptop or cell phone to distract you. Just breathe normally and talk to yourself and to God. I have a rabbi friend who meditates every day in his office. He says to his secretary, if someone calls, tell them I'm in conference. Yes, he is in conference with himself and with God. And what will you meditate about for 5 minutes? Well, let me suggest you spend 5 minutes every day focusing on the following questions. The first question is, do I need to apologize to someone? You may be unaware of things you've done to hurt other people, so you have to think about it. Have you done anything you regret doing to the people that you are sequestered at home with? Think about it. So that's the first question. Do you need to apologize for something you've done? The second question is, do I need to let go of a grudge? Because grudges are very, very destructive. I'm sorry to note that I have cousins whose relationship has been shattered because of a grudge that one of them holds. So the second question is, do I need to let go of a grudge? And the third question is, do I need to thank someone? Because maybe you haven't given thanks yet. Maybe you have thanks in your heart, but you haven't verbalized it. So think about it. Do I need to thank someone? I think those three questions, 5 minutes a day, will really help you get ready for Rosh Hashanah. Tomorrow night at Slichot, I'm going to offer you some other questions you might think about. But I think these three questions are all you really need. And I hope you'll take seriously my suggestion that you spend 5 minutes a day at home meditating on these three questions. We're going to continue now with our service with Baruch Hu. If you're able to rise, please do so. Page 28.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach leolam vaed. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach leolam vaed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech haolam Melech haolam Asher bidbaro Mariv arabim Asher bidbaro Mariv arabim Bechokma poteach she'arim Ubitbuna meshaneh itim Umachalif et hazmanim ומסדר את הכוכבים משמרותיהם הרקיע כרצונו בחוכמה פותח שערים ובתבונה מסדר משנה איתים ומחליף את הזמנים ומסדר את הכוכבים במשמרותיהם ברקיע כרצונו בורא יום ולילה גולל אור מפני חושך וחושך מפני אור ומעביר יום ומביא לילה ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה אדוני צבאות שמו אל חי וקיים תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד ברוך אתה אדוני המעריב ערבים.
Page 30, Ahavat Olam.
אהבת עולם בית ישראל עמך אהבת תורה ומצוות חוקים ומשפטים אותנו לימדת על כן אדוני אלוהינו בשוכבנו ובקומנו נשיח בחוקיך ונשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד כי הם חיינו לאורך ימינו ובהם נגה יומם ולילה ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל שמע ישראל אדוני אלוהינו אדוני אחד ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך והיה אם שמוע תשמעו מצוותי אשר אנוכי מצווה אתכם היום לאהבת אדוני אלוהיכם לעבדו בכל לבבכם ובכל נפשכם. ויאמר אדוני אל משה לאמור דבר בני ישראל הם ציצית למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
Page 37, Mi Kamocha.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני מי כמוך נדר וקודש נורא תהילות אוסף מלך נורא תהילות אוסף מלך מלכותך ראו בניך בוקי הים לפני משה ומרים זה אלי אנו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
On page 39, let's read Hashkivenu together in the English. Page 39. Grant, O eternal God, that we may lie down at night in peace and raise us up in the morning renewed with strength. Spread over us the shelter of godly peace. Guide us with good counsel. And for your name's sake, be our help. Shield us from hatred and plague. Keep us from war, famine, and suffering. Subdue our inclination to evil. O God, our guardian and helper, our gracious and merciful sovereign, give us refuge in the shadow of your godly wings. Guard our coming and our going, that now and always we have life and peace. Blessed is Adonai, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people Israel and humanity, and over Jerusalem.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם וביום השביעי שבת וינפש. Oh, I skipped I'm so sorry. Ki sheshet yamim. It's the important part too. Asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et hashabat la'asot et hashabat ledorotam berit olam. Uvayom hashvi'i shavat vayinafash Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et hashabat, la'asot et hashabat, ledorotam berit olam. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה. בעלמא דברה קידותי וימליך מלכותי. בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל. בעגלה ובזמן קריב. ואמרו אמן. ישמר רבה מברך. לעולם ולעולמי עולמיה יתברך. יתברך וישתבח. ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא. ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל. שמי דקודשה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה. תושבחתה ונחמתה. דאמירן בעלמא. ואמרו Amen.
The whispered Amidah is on pages 43 to 56. You may rise if you are able.
Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Mekadesh HaShabbat. Modim אנחנו לך Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam.
Page 57, Vayachulu.
ויחולו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם ויחל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה וישפוט ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי ויקדש אותו כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות Ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ויחולו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם ויחל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה וישפוט ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי ויקדש אותו כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות יא la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, Elyon, Koneh Shamayim va'aretz, Magen Avod bidvaro, Mechayem metim b'ma'amaro, Ha'el HaKadosh she'ein kamohu, Hameniach le'amo, B'yom Shabbat kodsho, Kivam ratza lehaniach lahem, Kivam ratza lehaniach lahem, Lefanav na'avod b'ira v'fachad, V'nodeh lishmo b'chol yom tamid, Me'on habrachot. El hahodaot, Adon, Adon hashalom, Mekadesh hashabat, Umvarech shevi, Umeniach b'kedusha, Le'amedu shnei oneg, Zecher lemase, Lemase v'reshit. Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu, Ritzeh b'mnuchatenu, Kadshenu b'mitzvotecha, V'ten chelkenu b'toratecha, Zabenu mituvecha, V'samchenu b'shuatecha, V'taher libenu, Le'avdecha ve'emet, Ve'hanchilenu, Adonai Eloheinu, Ve'ahava uvratzon, Shabbat kodshecha, V'yanuchu v'Yisrael, Mekadeshei shemecha, Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Yitkadal
Page 60,
v'yitkadash,
Kaddish Shalem.
Yitkadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah. Be'alma divra kirute v'yamlich malchute b'chayechon v'mechon v'chayit chol Beit Yisrael b'gala b'zman kari v'imru Amen yesh Shemei Rabbah mevarach le'alam ulal mehomaya yitbarach Yitbarach v'ishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yinaseh v'yitadar v'yitale v'yitalosh meit kudsha brichu Leila min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata tamiran be'alma v'imru Amen. Titkabos lotahon ba'utahon dechol Yisrael kodam avuhon divishmaya v'imru. Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imeru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru. Amen.
We offer our prayers for our loved ones and friends in need of physical and spiritual healing. Please add your own names silently. May God heal them body and soul. May their pains cease. May their strength increase. May their fears be released. May blessings, love, and joy surround them. And let us say, Amen.
Amen. Mi shebeirach avoteinu vekol habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mi shebeirach imotenu mekor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Page 63, Aleinu. Please rise if you're able to.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגוד עלינו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. שינו את השמיים יוסד עצמו שבקדו בשמיים ממעל, שכינתו זה בגופים אלוהים. והשב אותה אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים. והשב אותה אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים. השמיים ממעל והארץ מתחתינו, על כן נקווה לך אדוני אלוהים. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
It is traditional at this season to recite Psalm 27. It says, Adonai ori v'yishi, God is my light and my help. Whom shall I fear? It's easy to understand what we mean when we say that God is our help. But what do we mean when we say that God is our light? God is my light and my help. Well, remember when you were little and you thought there were monsters under the bed. You called out for your mother or father and they came and turned on the light. And the monsters somehow vanished. That's one thing we mean when we say, God is my light. God turns on the light in the darkness and you don't have to be afraid anymore. But in a deeper sense, what is really being said here is that the world is basically stable. The world is basically a safe and supportive place. We know that sometimes it's not, but for the most part, the world is capable of fulfilling your needs. God's got the whole world in his or her hands, and so you can sleep at night, you don't have to be afraid. If you're the parent of a young child, perhaps you can imagine what it was like for parents during the week of September 11th, 2001, the day that we mark today, 9/11. I was the parent of a young child then, and my child asked me, will someone crash a plane into my school or into the synagogue? And I said, don't worry, I'm not going to leave you alone. I'm not going to die until I'm very old. And then I gave my child a big hug. Was I lying? Was I telling a lie? No, I think not. I think I was teaching an important truth about the universe. God is my light. I don't have to be afraid. Adonai ori mimi echad. The cantor is going to sing a few lines from the Psalm, Psalm 27, which, as I noted, is not in your prayer book.
LeDavid Adonai uri v'ishi mimi'ira Adonai ma'oz chayai mimi epchad Achat sha'alti me'et Adonai otah avakesh Shivti beveit Adonai kol yemei chayai Lachazot b'noam Adonai ולבקר בהיכלו. אז תהיינו בסתר אוכלו בצוריון. ולהאמנתי לראות בטוב אדוני בארץ חיים, קווה אל אדוני חזק ויאמץ ליבך, וקווה אל אדוני.
This week, we mark the following yahrzeits. We remember Harvey Salb, the father of Richard Salb, grandfather of Rachel Feitlinger. Joseph Bax, the father of Alan Bax, the grandfather of Jennifer Kellner. Nathan Seaman, the father of Larry Seaman. Shirley Schwartz, the mother of Howard Schwartz. Bertie Gold, the sister of Lorraine Carmen and the aunt of Myra Alport. Judge Lowenhar, the father of Cheryl Lowenhar. Maxine Bunny Batnick, mother of Ken Batlick. Charles Schlang, the father-in-law of Dana Schlang. Carol Weinstein, the mother of Kimberly Kerr. Carol Young, the mother of Robert Young. David Dabrow, the stepfather of Norman Schutzbank. Joseph Pfeffer, the father of Robert Pfeffer. Sadie Glass, the mother-in-law of Selma Glass. And the congregation extends its condolences to the family of Robert Alexander, husband of Josephine, father of Kathleen, Robert Jr., Linda Helton, Nicole and David, Michelle, Travis, DeNicola, and Jordan and Freda. Bob had 15 grandchildren. Imagine that, 15 grandchildren and 28 great-grandchildren. He passed away on August 26, 2020. The mourners and those observing yahrzeit rise now for Mourner's Kaddish, page 66. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah. Amen. B'yalma divarach kirutei, v'yamlik malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayedechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'zman kariv v'imru. Amen.
Amen.
Yehei shmei rabba mevarach le'olam l'almei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach, v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yithalal shemei d'kudsha brichu. La'ela min kol berchata v'shirata, tushmakata v'nechemata, damiran bi'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shalom rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru. Amen.
Amen.
My special thanks to the cantor. My thanks to Scott, the wizard who makes all of this possible. And it's my pleasure to call upon Gail Nakamovitz, who is going to make some announcements.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, Rabbi. I'd like to send a very special warm welcome to you, Rabbi. This has been a beautiful service, and we're thankful that you're here to help us through this and whatever lies ahead.
Thank you.
And thank you to you and the cantor for a lovely service tonight. And of course to Scott, yes, I second the motion, our technical assistant. Okay, so a few things. Tomorrow morning, Shabbat services at 9:30 with Rabbi Klatzker and Cantor Rubenstein, of course. And then tomorrow night, Slichot, a virtual program, the high holidays during a pandemic, a new paradigm for Jewish life, led by Rabbi Klatzker. This will be a virtual wine and cheese reception beginning at 7 p.m. Bring your own wine and cheese and Havdalah, and then the program will start right at 7:15. You received an email this morning with the link in it. It's not going to work until tomorrow night after Shabbat. So if you try it, who knows what you'll get. So just wait until tomorrow. If you haven't renewed your membership or you're not a member yet and you're listening into this wonderful service, we would love to have you join us at Tzion. It's easy. Go to our website and complete your gift of your heart commitment, which will also get you High Holiday tickets. So they're coming, High Holidays. In fact, next weekend, this time next weekend, please make sure you register on the website for High Holidays so that you can give access to the youth programs and all of our services. Sign up is required to receive the links for High Holiday services. Also, check your weekly e-bulletin for the details on many upcoming exciting events, including the third rendition in our cooking series this Sunday afternoon, when you can learn to make apple pie bars. Join us for Sips in the Sukkah on Saturday night, October 3rd at 7 p.m. More about that. And if you're a new member and you have joined us online, please let us know in the chat box so we can extend a special welcome to you. And if you know of any congregant who does not have access to view these services online, please let us know so we can reach out to them and help them, especially since the holidays are coming. Check our website for any other important information on services and virtual programs. And once again, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Page 67, the cantor is going to lead us in Kiddush, and we're going to sing Shabbat Shalom. Please rise if you're able to.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam bonei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila lemikra'ei kodesh zecher litziat Mitzrayim ki banu v'charta v'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha b'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu baruch atah Adonai mekadesh Hashabbat. L'chaim. That hit the spot. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Welcome, Rabbi Klatzker. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, Scott and Gail. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bim, biddy 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 bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, hey, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, umevorach. We'll see you in the morning.